Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. This is the Black Pill Podcast. Yes, sir. My bad, y'all. We were supposed to be in here at 10. My camera was having issues, so I got my ugly camera today. But it's all good because we're going to keep pushing and persevering for success. Yes, sir. And it's Friday. It's Friday. 1 second. Here we go. Morning show. Yeah, man, it's Friday. It's a good day today. It's a good day to be alive. Shout out to the Most High, man. And we're streaming on a lot of platforms. Hold on. What's up, everybody? We are streaming on Instagram. We are streaming on Facebook. We are streaming on Twitch. And we are streaming on... I missed one. Rumble. Yes, sir. Like I said, we got a good show for you guys today. Today we're talking about Clarissa Shields speaking out to defend Papoose after Remy Ma put him on blast, which was yesterday. Shout out to Clarissa. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to both of them. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Let me pull myself up. Now, bear with me. I don't have the best camera right now. Hold up. Uh-oh. It's my other camera. This is my other camera. I have to use this camera whenever my regular camera doesn't work properly. So if it kind of goes in and out, I apologize, guys. My other camera's kind of tripping right now. But we in the building, like I said, man. Make some noise. It's your boy BA. I'm in here. I made it. And yeah, we got a good show for you guys. We might do the gaming stream later. I'm not sure yet, but like I said, man, y'all sit back, kick back, relax, and listen, and tell us what you think in the comment section. Let me move this a little bit. You know, it's kind of in my face, and then just can see my face and all my blemishes and everything, man. Come on now. What the hell, bro? Come on now. Come on. All right, let me put one thing away. 1 second. Put motivation away. All right, man. Let's get to the show. Let's see. What should we start with first? Let's get to the money, man. Donations down there, right there. If you see it, if y'all want to donate, if y'all can't donate, hey, bro, hit the like button or participate. If you're at work, I get it though. But if you're not at work, participate. Let's see what we got to show you. First things first, we got a little Duval. Papoose and Remy just need to get on Instagram Live together and settle this with a battle. Yes, sir. Shout out to the artists. Shout out to the rappers. Shout out to the rappers. Shout out to the comedians as well. Hey, man. Like I said, they scared, you know, seeing all these things go on social media makes me question whether or not I'm gonna get married because I don't want to deal with that kind of stress. I'm not that strong. I am not that strong. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm not. So I don't want to be stressed out. Life is already tough as it is. I don't really want to be stressed out about situations with my significant other. So first things first, in no particular order, this is the show, people. We go over certain things that are going on social media. I'm pretty sure everybody has the same social media, but if we don't, here's a little introduction of my algorithm. Like I said, you're tuned in to Black Entertainment and Television. Make some noise. All right, so first things first, we got hold up. We have does sis have a point? She says a lot of women want a father, not a man. She speaks on women wanting things they can't provide for themselves. I didn't say it, she said it. Hey, and also, if you guys want to follow me on other platforms, you can follow me up here. Like I said, I apologize for the camera. The camera's a little bit bad because this is my backup camera when my main camera don't work properly. Normally when my main camera works, you know, I come in here sexy. I'm still sexy. You know what it is. I'm still sexy, but we got to switch the ish up a little bit. So shout out to this person right here, content creator. Let's see what she has to say.
Girls don't want a man, they want a dad. Now, I don't know if this is a controversial opinion or just an unpopular one. The worst type of woman you can be is a woman who has not done anything for themselves and cannot actually provide for themselves. But you expect a man to come into your life and completely transform it the way your dad should have. For example,
I ain't say it, she said it. Let's continue. Shout out to the women that want a man to come into their life and change their life, though. I don't see the problem. Maybe it's me. That's the current expectation. Here we go.
Example, being a TFL babe, only wanting to date men who drive the latest model of cars. Like, be so for real and go get your license. You have things going for yourself and you have built a life for yourself. You are going to naturally attract a caliber of man who is going to match that energy. That is going to...
Also, real quick, shout out to YouTube. YouTube, if you in the building, answer the poll in the chat. And the poll is, do you think Clarissa is wrong for stepping into married people's business? Tell us what you think. And the answer choices are: 1, she's dead wrong, or 2, she has a right to defend her man. Shout out to the other platforms. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to Rumble. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Instagram. Y'all can answer that question too. Do you think Clarissa is wrong for stepping into married people's business? Tell us what you think. And the question, or the answer choices to the question are: she's dead wrong, or she has a right to defend her man. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Let's continue.
To meet all the requirements that you want anyway. I have met so many delusional girls that literally have bare minimum for themselves, and for some reason they think they are going to be their type's type. What makes you think your type's type is a brokey? And I'm talking about the girls who are very comfortable doing nothing, very comfortable being bums, but girls
hold on, there's more,
but want a man to randomly do everything for them. Why?
Now first off, let me stop it right here. Now, this lady drives home some good points, but the problem is I blame the men. I blame the men. And the reason why I blame the men is simply because we have allowed women to be delusional like this instead of holding them to a standard. And I mean, shout out to the Fetty Gov, because the government played their role too. But yeah,
These ideas that women have is because there were men that were willing to fulfill these ideas, thus creating the problem. So I blame the men. The men are the men are the people who supposedly have a responsibility to society and all these things and all this mumble jumble that they say on the net. And when I say the net, I mean the internet or the internet. But yeah, so when we see these current state of affairs and all these things, yeah, women may be a little bit extreme, but like I said, women ruthlessly go for what they want. When it comes to the men, men sit there and subdue themselves to please everybody, and that's the problem now. So we live in a situation now where, and not all men, like I told you guys before, and shout out to everybody new that make it to my page, the governing terms that we use now in the court of public opinion, if you will, the governing terms that we use now is some, not all, or many, not all. So I'm saying some men, not all men. But the problem is, like I said, a lot of men will turn around and kill themselves. And I used to be one of these men, so that's why I can speak like this. I'll turn around and break my back for somebody who wasn't deserving per se of me breaking my back, just because she's giving me access to the golden goose, if you will. That's the wrong terminology. I'm trying to not be derogatory because it's early in the morning and it is a Friday, but I'm saying she gave me access to the insides of sweet nothingness, right? Yeah, the inside of sweet nothingness. Even then, when we think about the insides of sweet nothingness, the reason why as men we're so obsessed with the idea of kitty cats, shout out to the alphabet boys and girls, the LGBTQIA+, but the reason why we're so obsessed with kitty cats because it reminds us of the nothingness within ourselves. Yeah, I'm very poetic like that. And that's why we like to be inside the sweet walls of nothingness, because it reminds us of the emptiness within ourselves, and that emptiness is the void of which we came from, which was the womb. Yeah, man, I got bars. I got bars, but let's continue.
Why would you be your type's type when in a world full of options and in a world full of people who have things going for themselves? Why would a man choose a girl who is a bum? And that's why I think,
and this is the thing too, and that's where women do this thing. Fellas, I'm here to tell you, a lot of the shit that y'all see women say on social media, they're not saying it like to stick up for you. There are women, and like I said, some, not all, there are women that are sticking up for you, but a lot of women are just doing this to placate to the male ego. Shout out to them ladies, because game recognized game. Game recognized game. Game recognizes game, and I'm not going to say too much because the game is sold and not told. But like I said, they're not saying it to defend you. They're not saying it to defend you. They're saying it because you're going to sit there and listen, and you're going to mentally masturbate to whatever they're saying and be like, yeah, she's right. Protect this queen. Protect this queen. Yeah, I said it, ninja. I said it, my ninja. What y'all got to realize is, where was I trying to go with that? I hate when I have a brain fart. Where was I trying to go with that? Oh, yeah, the reality of the situation is this, people. Pretty privilege is a thing. Shout out to the pretty women. Pretty privilege is a thing. So, in the words of the famous KS, who a lot of women don't like, a lot of men don't like, Kevin Samuels, he said it himself. There is a woman right now, I guarantee you, if that woman looks like Kelly Rowland, right, and she was working at McDonald's right now, and I had all the money in the world, and I had, I rode through the McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's like that no more, but shout out to Mickey D's, right? So, I had rode through, I'm rolling through, I'm like, okay, I'm finna go get me, what time is it, 10:40? Damn, breakfast just ended. All right, so I'm gonna have to go get me some lunch because breakfast just ended. So I pull up, I say, you know what, I want to go inside today, I want to eat on the inside, just take a little break from life. I pull up to the register, and I see a woman that's a 10 out of 10 on the scale, looking like a mix of Kelly Rowland, Rihanna, and Beyonce. Ninja. If I had all the money in the world, guess what? She could have it all. She can have it all. And that's the reality of the situation, gentlemen. The reality of the situation is life is unfair. And I mean, it is the way it is. Don't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger. Life is unfair, but it's just the way it goes. So when it comes to women, whatever, if you're a pretty woman, and ladies know, and that's why you see cosmetic surgery is almost $1 trillion, if not it's $1 billion, if not $1 trillion industry. That's why you see people do cosmetic surgery, especially in the case of women, between the BBLs and all this stuff that you guys see that you may like or dislike. They're going for a certain type of man. Now, like I said, if you dislike it, I'm here to break it to you, my ninja. She's not doing it for you, ninja. She's not doing it for you, ninja. She's doing it for a certain type of man, and you're not that guy, pal. Now, like I said, if you don't care, that's okay. But that's where I try and tell men, guys, gentlemen, pull up to the front of the club, please form a circle. Gentlemen, we have to get out of this mindset of the male ego. There is the male gaze, but the male gaze and the male ego aren't the same. So the male gaze, for those of you who don't know, because I'm here to educate and entertain at the same time, the male gaze is the idea of men, men's attention, women fighting for men's attention, and we're all looking at the best looking women or some of the best looking women, and we're staring at them. Even though women will act like this doesn't exist, this does exist, people. This does exist. Shout out to the ladies, but there's a reason why. And a lot of women will sit there and gaslight you to oblivion. So I'm not here to say I'm right, but I'm not here to say this is up for debate, right? This is not up for debate. I'm just saying my personal perspective. At the end of the day, you don't have to agree with me. You can disagree with me. We can disagree to agree. I personally don't care. I don't want a yes man, okay? Let me just put that out there. So look, the idea of the male gaze is a thing. There's a reason why women want to be half naked, whether or not they like men or don't like men. There's a reason why they want to be half naked, right? Or almost naked, and still complain about dudes looking at them and saying that you're making me uncomfortable by looking at me while I'm, if you know, you know. But yeah, like I said, there's another thing too, because women don't only do it for the male gaze, women do it for each other. So the way they dress up and stuff is to hype each other up. At the same time, it's to shit on each other. And a lot of people don't know that. It's to shit on each other. And like I said, I'll leave it there because it's not my job to expose the game. Y'all niggas gotta donate if y'all want more game. Anyways, answer the poll in the chat. Let's continue.
A lot of girls want a dad nowadays, not a man. Because social media is literally raising some people. And it's actually very concerning because it gets to a point that you need to wake up and smell the coffee. And I also...
Shout out to the coffee. Hey, shout out to this lady. She said social media is raising people. Bruh, social media is raising people? Bro, watch when them robots come, ninja. Watch when them robots come. You think it's bad now? I guarantee you guys, we're going to live in a society and a time where people are all going to be disassociated from reality if we haven't already gotten there. Let's continue.
I think relying on a man for every single thing in life 100% is just one of the most dangerous things you can do.
Now she's right, but we have to remember that women would rather do that. So I'm here to tell you, gentlemen, most, not all, or the majority, not the minority, because a lot of times people want to use the minority to represent the majority. No, I don't live backwards. And I mean, we live in a right-handed world. I'm a lefty, so maybe that's what it is. But yeah, the majority of women, fellas, I'm here to tell you, they don't actually want to work. I know that's crazy, right? They don't actually want to work. The truth is, they don't want to work for you. So they don't want to put their hands, the life choices of their hands into your hands. That's why they go to work. But if they could make a choice, and I mean, it's a lot of people are lazy by nature, but if they could make a choice, ninja, I'm here to tell you, they would not be working. So don't believe everything you see on the internet, even me. Question everything I say. Question everything until you have to question yourself. At that point, you got to do some course correction. Let's continue. Shout out to Tia Mari. Shout out to Tia Mari. Tia Mari said, or she shared a heartfelt post stating, what's up? Stating that, these people don't know how to write, bro. All right, so just so you guys know, it says something funny. It says, Tia Mari shared a heartfelt post stating that she stands with black women, but it says stating that she stands with black women. Here we go. It says, if you read any aspect of the news, we've seen black women coming forward, black women risking their lives to speak out against injustice and telling their truth. We have endured living in the shadow of trauma for too long. Every woman refusing to stay silent. Every woman refusing to stay silent for our grandmothers, our aunties, sisters, cousins. We all have our stories, our truth. Through all the pain and heartbreak in each woman's respective story, I am left inspired to see the brave women change industries. For our daughters and our granddaughters, leave a heart as a sign of your support. I stand with the black woman, but I'm not leaving the heart. I ain't leaving the heart, ninja. I ain't leaving the heart. Reason why I'm not leaving the heart is because the message is good. My whole thing is like, why do people get mad? Like look, for example, y'all see me speaking on this shit, right? And like I said, I apologize if the camera's a little bit off. This is my backup camera. But y'all see me speaking on here, right? There are people who aren't that kind of, like, they're not that type of people. Like, they're very private people. They don't want to speak up. And that's the whole thing where I say women will turn around and, like, shame you if you don't get along with their program because they have, like, a collective hive mind thinking. Shout out to the ladies. No disrespect. Y'all got to take this heat, though. Y'all got to get this heat. So They do this thing where they shame, gaslight, manipulate, and guilt trip each other into submission, and they submit to themselves. And that's why we see the things that we see on social media occurring today, because they're forced to have a hive mind thinking, and anybody that doesn't have a hive mind thinking is against going with the program, and then they cast you out. And that's the whole thing with the women. So shout out to her. I like the message. I just don't like the fact that you said, what did she say? She said, what the hell did she say? We have endured living in the shadow of trauma for too long. She said every woman refusing to stay silent. I don't know what she said. She said something right here about the women that want to be silent. There are women that want to be silent and just want to mind their business. And shout out to them women, the private women. But I understand. One thing about it, I do understand the current state of affairs in America because I live here. Shout out to America, the beautiful, greatest country in the world, right?
What the hell, bro?
But yeah, when you're aware of what's going on in America, you know, I side with black women. It's just the whole issue is acting out. I'm not gonna sit there and be like I'm cool with acting out and like the whole what is it? The matriarchy mindset. I don't condone to that bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it right now, bro. I don't condone to that matriarchy shit. Now, shout out to you if that's for you. That's not for me. It is what it is. Y'all can feel any kind of way about that. Personally, I don't care. I don't condone to that because I mean, I look at other communities and I look at the current state of our community. Who do we blame here? And I'm not saying they're to blame, but the whole matriarchy idea or the hyena mindset, you'll never see me condone to that. Anyways, let's continue before these ninjas try to attack me. Before we get into Papoose, we got Detroit rapper Skilla Baby was injured yesterday in a targeted drive-by shooting. All right, so according to Fox 2 Detroit, Detroit-based rapper Skilla Baby was targeted in a drive-by shooting in Redford, Michigan. Sources told the outlet that while in a black SUV, he was shot multiple times. Eventually, he crashed into a building off of 8 Mile Road near 8 Mile and Beach Daily. Shout out to Eminem. Redford police are currently investigating. He was shot multiple times and sent to a hospital. The rapper was grazed twice in the head and back and shot in the head. Ninja. Yeah, bro. That's why you gotta ride with them tents, bro. If you famous or if somebody know about you, ride with them tents, bro, because there's weirdos out here. Now, it could be some street shit. We'll never know. But, I mean, yeah, that's what happened, bro. Oh, here we go. They got video. Hold on. Let me put the volume down so y'all can listen to it. Here we go. So, driver crashes in the building after being shot. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, y'all see what's going on. Yeah, hey, man, like I said, if y'all become people of influence, like actual people of influence, like not just social media influential, I'm saying like people stop you. Hey, bro, I seen you somewhere before. Y'all gotta be on your P's and Q's, as they like to say in the hood, because this could potentially happen to you as well. Let's continue. Now, we got some crazy-ish right here. Shout out to the Alphabet Boys and Girls. I don't think this ninja's a part of your community, or I don't know, but there's some wild shit. Come listen to this, people.
He made you give him neck because you couldn't give him any money?
You what? But what the hell, boy?
You can't make this stuff up, bro. This is the social media. Look, we live in the Twilight Zone, people. Here we go.
Bruh, New York is not a real place, bro. Don't scrum, need y'all pain at the end of this video. It's crazy. So 34-year-old Muhammad is arrested after it was stated he was begging for money on the train. Yeah. The guy, which was a 27-year-old, did not have any money for him. They stated he got upset, walked up to the 27-year-old and grabbed his head, and you could already know what
You know, I gotta get more sounds. I don't even have the sound that I need to say. I'm just like, bruh, how, bruh, how? You had to have some gay in you, bruh. You had to, bruh. There's no way, bro. You ain't go out swinging, bro. I would've went out swinging, bro. This ain't the penitentiary. This ain't the penitentiary, my ninja. I would've went out swinging, bro.
He made bruh do. After giving Muhammad, you feel me, He called the police and the police arrested him. But people on social media are like, as a 27-year-old grown man, an able-bodied man, because they're claiming there's nothing wrong with this man. As far as I read, he's not, there's nothing wrong with him mentally, physically, or whatever.
Yeah, nah, bro. You was gonna have to get that Glocky some head, bro. Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls, the LGBTQIA+. We don't roll like that, bro. You can't do nothing like that, bro. Bro, that is great, bro. That is great, bro. Here we go.
Able-bodied 27-year-old. How in the world did this transpire? While other people are saying that this is pure victim blaming, that it doesn't matter if the man is 34 and the guy is 27. Not everybody has the mental willpower or pride to fight back against.
Now that's a good point. That's a good point. Very good point. But nah, bro. Like I said, that's why I tell y'all be safe out here in these streets. It's Looney Tunes out here in these streets, bro. Protect yourself, protect yourself, protect yourself. Here we go.
It's somebody that's trying to do something to them. What do you guys think about this? Personally, it couldn't go down like that for me, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Shout out to the first comment from a woman. She said even a woman would have put up a fight. That's what I'm saying, bro. They said there's nothing wrong with him, so he's not mentally handicapped. Like I said, bro, gentlemen, ladies, take care of yourself out here in these streets. It's Looney Tunes out here. Like I said, if I get caught up in a situation, ninja, I mean, I'm a big dude, but if I find a item on the floor, an object, a big ass rock, ninja, that's your ass, my ninja. Let's continue, bro. Crazy stuff, bro. Crazy stuff. We got President DJT. Shout out to President DJT, the Commander-in-Chief. We got the Commander-in-Chief doing whatever he does to his America. So first things first, let me preface this by saying there was breaking news that came out yesterday with the Trump administration prohibiting Harvard from enrolling foreign students and ordering thousands to transfer. Crazy. Shout out to President DJT. This ninja is a ninja. Shout out to the ninjas out here in these streets.
My nigga.
Anyways, just hours after the Trump administration blocked Harvard from enrolling international students, so we're fast forwarding now. The Ivy League powerhouse isn't staying silent. Instead, Harvard is fighting back and hard. Big pause. What you mean hard?
Boy, what the hell, boy?
No, I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling. Early Friday morning, the university filed a federal lawsuit in Boston, arguing that the ban violates the First Amendment, and could devastate the futures of more than 7,000 visa-holding students, in quotations, of course. With a stroke of a pen, the government has sought to erase a quarter of Harvard's student body, international students who contribute significantly to the university and its mission, the school stated in the lawsuit. Harvard also announced its intention to seek a temporary ... Shout out to Harvard. Yeah, I mean, hey, bro. Like I said, they ain't finna stop the ninja. This ninja gonna keep doing whatever he wants to do. Shout out to the president, man. He's gonna do whatever he wants. And the reason why I say that and I don't feel bad is because I don't see the powers that be doing what they need to do to stop him. So why would I feel bad? Shout out to the president. Now we got a post and delete from Young Thug, who is walking on a thin line. Shout out to this ninja right here. So Young Thug did a post and delete on his X account saying, "Damn, Kid Cudi is a rat, LOL." Now, Young Thug, you was just about to violate your parole before. Why would you come back and say that? First off, shout out to all the civilians. Let's just start there. And I'm a rapper myself. And I'm here to put this shit back into perspective for everybody. Shout out to Thugger. Love his music. Shout out to Kid Cudi. Love his music. Gentlemen, just because you're a rapper or an artist, musical artist, does not mean you have to play by the street code. That's the first thing. Secondly, just because you are of a darker complexion does not mean you have to play by the street code. I don't know why we assume that people have to play by our rules when we're not the government. Somebody explain that to me. Can somebody explain that to me? Why are we as civilians, right, just trying to make a way for ourselves? Why do we have to play by the street rules of a gang, right? Why do we have to play by the street rules of a criminal enterprise to make them happy? Now, like I said, I'm not coming at Thug personally. I love Young Thug, but I'm saying, bro, how are you gonna? Now, don't get me wrong, right? Kid Cudi did rap. He did rap. He didn't leave it in the streets. But my thing is Kid Cudi a street ninja? I have never heard Kid Cudi a day in my life say anything about being a street ninja. Now he might have said on the Scots, shout out to Travis Scott on the song The Scots, right? And that just made the song 10 times more fire, actually, because Kid Cudi's first name is Scott. And now it makes sense why the song was called The Scott. Oh, shit. That just hit me. That just hit me. But yeah, so on the Scots, he said something about we be with the gang outside or whatever. Just because you ninjas are street ninjas, why does a civilian have to play by the same rules because he's around you? Now, I get that you're a product of your environment or whatever, but that's just the way the rap industry is. Unfortunately, the reality of the situation is a lot of these ninjas is gang banging. Just so long as you don't bring the gang banging to me, just so long as you don't blow up my car, just so long as I don't get shot because of you, what's the problem, my ninja? What's the problem? I'm supposed to just take the L and let my $50,000 car, and it was more than 50, but my $50,000 car just get blowed up, and then I can't sit there salty about it, and I can't say nothing, bro. That's why I gave, man, death to the streets, man. Death to the streets, bro. What kind of game is this? Somebody tell me what kind of game is it? No insurance, no replacing my car. Talking about you got to just eat that, family, bro. We ain't doing that no more, bro. Hey, bro. Today's date is May 23rd, 2025. If you're a civilian, bro, if you see something, say something, bro. Don't play by these rules because these people are practically taking you hostage. You shouldn't have to play by street rules, and that's why I got guns too, because of the shit that I say on social media. Because I swear, I promise, anybody come for me with that bullshit, y'all ninjas going in the dirt, bro. I'm telling you now, I'm gonna defend myself, and I suggest you as a civilian, you do the same thing, bro. Because these people personally do not care about your life, and they will put you in the dirt if they had the chance. Let's continue. Shout out to Thugger though, and shout out to Kid Cudi. Y'all need to hear that shit, bro. We have been lost. It's time to get found. And I'm saying as a collective society, especially in the case of the black community. And I'm saying the black community across the diaspora. Because ninjas think it only goes down in America like that. Nah, ninja. Have y'all ever heard of Boko Haram in Africa? Have you ever heard of them? Have y'all ninjas ever heard of... Shout out to the Pound. Y'all know what it is. Have y'all ever heard of the Pound down south in Miami, where I'm from? Y'all ninjas don't know about the Pound. And I hit the wrong one. I meant to hit this one. Y'all ever heard about the Pound? We real deep out there, and I'm saying we like I'm a part of it. Am I a part of it? Who knows? Anyways, let's continue. We got AI getting worse per usual. Oh, first things first. Shout out to all the Uber drivers out here in Austin. For those you don't know, I do Uber to make a little extra money on the side to help keep the lights on. So y'all know what it is. Donate to a ninja. Help me get some gas. Put some gas in my whippity, okay? But the beginning of the end, people. I told you them robots is coming. Them robots is coming. Them robots is coming. Big pause. So look at this. Tesla is set to begin a robotaxi pilot in Austin, Texas by the end of June. Ninja. So Tesla CEO Elon Musk has confirmed that the company will launch its robotaxi service in Austin, Texas, starting with around 10 vehicles and rapidly scaling up to possibly 1,000 within a few months. You what?
But what the hell?
Come on, bro. These autonomous vehicles will operate without safety drivers and be geofenced to specific safe areas of the city, with remote monitoring by teleoperators to assist as needed. Musk envisions a broad expansion of the robotaxi fleet to other cities like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Antonio, with the ultimate goal of having over 1 million self-driving Teslas on U.S. roads by the end of 2026. The rollout will eventually be highly limited and invite only. No, the rollout will initially be highly limited and invite only, reflecting ongoing regulatory challenges across the states. Yeah, Ninja, they trying to... I told you, ninjas, bro. Bro, cut out the middleman. Once AI takes off the way they want it to, and them robots get built, and all them robots have a self-learning engine inside of themselves, bro, we are cooked. And you know who the middleman is? You and me, my ninja. You and me, we are the middleman. The human is the middleman. Like I said, this is a robotaxi without a pilot. Now what happens when they put a robotaxi with a pilot? Guess what? Uber Eats is gone. Guess what? Instacart is gone. Guess what? Massage therapists, once they add the little skin feature to make it feel real, yeah, all you ninjas are done. Teachers, you're done for. Lawyers, you're done for. Everybody's done for. And that's why I say, hey man, join the core. Y'all was wondering, right? Everybody be wondering. They like, oh, you know, I post on my shit. We do this for the core. We do this for the core. What's the core? The core is the resistance, people. The core is what you can equate to in the matrix, the people who are awake to what's going on in society. The core is what you can equate to in Terminator, the resistance, the actual resistance. That's why when I start the show, the first things you hear out my mouth is, if you're hearing this, you are the resistance and you are not alone. Hey, isn't that fire? But I'm so serious though, because we may not have to per se worry about this. We're going to have to worry about it though. But I'm saying you're going to have kids and then your kids' kids. What's the world going to look like in the future? What happens when robots become sentient? What if the causality of a robot being sentient is not because of a human? What if the robots hide it from us? What if the robots enslave us? And that's why you got to join the core, join the resistance, join the movement. Yes, sir. Some real shit. Tell your people about it. Tell everybody about it. Just so we can be prepared. Hey, in case something goes wrong, this is what we're going to do collectively in this city, in this city, just in case shit hits the fan. Now, let me tell you something. The famous people, literally all, like the rich people, celebrities and shit like that, a lot of these people have their own personal bunkers for when shit goes left. And you have to ask yourself, right? Why would they have a bunker for when shit goes left if nothing's happened? And you can look this information up. It's out there. I'm not going to pull it up right now because that's not today's show. But that just has to make you beg the question, what can I do for myself? If I ain't got no money, the best thing you can do is have a lot of people around you. You got to have a lot of people around you who are on the same mindset of, okay, let's protect each other. The best way to describe it is the gang banging. Shout out to all the gangs. What up, Cuz? What up, Blood? Sue Woo, MS-13, like I said, Boko Haram, The Pound. All these gangs were created to protect each other and protect their families. So if you initiate into the gang, you know what it is. I'm not going to say what they do to the women, but the dudes, they beat you into the gang, and then you got to commit something that makes you loyal to the gang, do some kind of crime, and that's why you see ninjas come in and out the pen. But yeah, so, and I'm saying too much because the game is sold and not told, but yeah, so that's why the gangs act the way they do, because once you're part of the gang, you get the protection of the gang. So everywhere you roll, shout out to the Pound, you got the flag, you let them know who you know, or down south, down on the West Coast, shout out to the Crips and shit, the Rolling 60s and shit. So you let them know what block you from or whatever, and then you good to roll through because they know this person, they know that person, they know whoever your OG is and all this crazy kind of mumble jumble. But yeah, bro, so that's what I'm saying, bro. Join the core. Now the core is not a gang. The core is a network of like-minded individuals who are going to stick together. Imagine a world where you needed a lawyer and we had a core and a lawyer. We had a lawyer in the core. You can reach out to that lawyer. That lawyer will turn around and tell you the information that you need to know. Boom. Let's say that lawyer can't help you. That lawyer has a network of people and probably has a network of other lawyers who will be happy to take the job because it's free work. You see what I'm doing here? We're just creating a system for us to practice economics with each other and at the same time be able to protect each other in case shit hits the fan. Yeah. It's deep. It's deep. Anyways, let's continue. Let me see. Is there anything else? We got Krishan Rock. Shout out to Krishan Rock. Apologizing to Jaden, Alexis, and Blueface's mom, Clarissa. Clarissa, girl, you can come get your grandson. Here we go.
Sorry, Clarissa. I'm sorry, Jaden. I'm sorry. Who else? I apologize to that whole side of people. I'm just sorry because I don't really care about. I really care about my son, bro.
Nah, Ninja, I know what it is, my Ninja. Them babies, boy, that baby. Look, bro, do y'all know how much it costs to rent a baby? Do you rent a babysitter, or I guess you hire? Do you know how much it costs to hire a babysitter, bro? I just don't know. So when you by yourself, you can't raise kids by yourself. It takes a village to raise a child. That's why you gotta have a network of people around you that you rock with. Cause by yourself, it's gonna be impossible, damn near impossible. If you ain't got nobody to watch the kids, you ain't got nobody to help you, all these things. And that's why, people that are married tend to be around people that are married. People who just had kids tend to be around people who just had kids. That's why society creates these little functions, like you go meet people, like meet and greets and shit like that. It's because you guys are on the same vibe, and it's better. You're stronger with more people than you are divided by yourself with only 1 or 2 people to raise a child. It's not that easy, even if you got all the money in the world. Here we go.
And I know he'll be thriving better with his siblings too.
You see what I'm saying?
And Carlos, you got me blocked on Instagram, so I can't follow you. But girl, you could come get your grandson for when he come home in August. So he'll have all his kids there.
Yeah. well, guess what? You might have burned your bridge. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why I tell you, when it comes to family, it's gonna go a little left sometimes, but you gotta try and be careful to not burn that bridge. Because when you have kids with somebody, you're gonna be in that person's life for the rest of their life. So you gotta kind of find a discourse or be able to diffuse any issues. Let's continue.
You know, I literally want to take myself out of the situation and then just receive whatever God has in store and what purpose He has for this whole thing to work out. I know for a fact, once I let you in my son's life this time go around, you won't even play with it because you will actually love my son and you respect what I have to say. Sorry.
But even then, and that's the thing. Shout out to Krishan. Yeah, it's just like sometimes we gotta just find a better choice of words, bro. Like, we kind of be saying the wrong things, bro. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, that's her grandson. So you say, oh, my son, like, we know it's your son. It's not the flex that you think. You're kind of like, you're not throwing shade, but we know it's your son. And I'm saying we as in, imagine if I was Clarissa, right?
But what the hell, boy?
Imagine if I was Clarissa and if I had a grandson, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I want to be in my grandson's life, but if you got to come with the bullshit, don't come. Damn, the stream almost tried to drop just now. I don't know what's going on. They be trying to drop the stream. Y'all let me know if the stream's messing up, bro. I am streaming to 5 platforms right now. Look at it, it's messing up. I am streaming to 5 platforms right now. Oh, is it because I'm moving? Hold on, let me move back a little bit. My bad, I think I'm touching the cable. All right, we good now. Yeah, bro, like I said, we just got to find better ways to talk to people. We kind of use our words now to fight with each other, and we got to learn to use our words to love each other. That's bars. That's bars. Mic check. Yeah, bro. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, they messed up the stream. Hold on. Look at this. Prism lens. Hey, so I'm still in here. Can y'all hear me? I don't know if y'all can hear me. I'm pretty sure y'all can hear me though. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and pull it back up. If it doesn't work, we might just stop it right there. Damn, I ain't even get to the main event. Damn. I can't even hit my sounds. But we in the building though. Y'all still hit that like button, bro. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because I'm streaming on too many platforms. Let me see. YouTube Studio. And y'all keep answering that poll on YouTube. I think we still good on YouTube. Let me see. Shit. Shiznit. Excuse my French. Shiznit. Let me see. I don't know what's going on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Let me make sure y'all can see me. Oh, yeah, y'all can see me. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. I think y'all can hear me. Yeah, that's fudged up, guys. That's fudged up. Let's see. Let me try and pull it back up. If it don't work, hey, man, we're going to call it a day. We're going to call it a day. It's Friday, man. I got stuff I got to do. I be on here too much. I got to go get this money. I'll probably hop on the gaming stream, though. That's for sure. We probably hop on the gaming stream. It's probably because of this camera right here, too, honestly. That's what's messing it up. Crazy. That's why, yeah, it's because of this camera right here taking goddamn too much GPU. It's because of the camera. Let me see. Let me hit start streaming again. Let's see if it works. If it works. Okay. Okay. Shit. Hold on. Shit. Hold on. All right, I think we good, people. All right, so back to what I was saying, man. First things first, I gotta make sure y'all can see me. I don't even know if y'all can see me because the stream tweaked out. Skip frames due to encoding lag. Yeah, man, the stream tweaking out because of this stupid camera, bro. I'm telling you, dog, that shit annoying, bro. Let me see. Yeah, so the stream working, but yeah, we might have to end the show because this shit tripping, bro. I think we're gonna have to end the show. I gotta get my regular camera back on, unfortunately. Yeah, the reality of the situation is, well, actually, I know what I have to do. I'm gonna have to stop streaming on Instagram. It's gonna take me about 30 minutes though. Let me see. Not 30 minutes. I'm tripping. I mean, it's gonna take me about it's gonna take me about 10 minutes. No, 5 minutes. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Hold up. Trying to think here. Okay, so all right, so hold on. Mic check. Yeah, hey, so look, I'm gonna come right back. Y'all stay in here, y'all answer that poll. I'm coming right back. If y'all leave, it's all good. I just gotta restart my computer. Let me turn off. Let's see. Yeah, I'm coming right back. 1 second, y'all. I gotta turn off my computer because I'm gonna bring up my other camera. This camera is nice or whatever, but this camera is like using up all my CPU power. So it's messing up my stream. So y'all might see me lagging a little bit, or maybe not now because I'm not using my program. But when I use my program that got my sound effects and shit, it messes up the computer because it's too much on the programs for the computer. That's why y'all niggas gotta donate and stop playing with me though. But all right, so I'm about to come back in here. Y'all know what it is, bro. Brief intermission. I'm trying to see what I could put on. Shit. I don't even know. How do I do this? Screen share? I ain't doing no screen share. Oh, let me see. Studio. What can I add? I can add graphics. I can add the live chat. I can add the viewership status. I can add donation banners. Let me see. I'm learning this right now with you guys. Let me see. I can add Black Adam Entertainment. Oh, shit. I didn't even know I could do that. Oh, shit. All right, man. All right, I'm coming right back. Hold on. Damn.